Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about the OPsix from Korg before you buy. Some things you might want to know, some things you might want to consider before you buy this product. As you know, I've been using the OPsix a lot over the last month since I've got it, whether that be alone with other gear, in live jams. I've been pushing it pretty hard and I obviously like the product, but all you've really heard is the great sounds I make from it, how I use it in my music, and the positive aspects of the machine. Touch on a few other things you might want to consider before investing into this product. But before we jump into this topic, I need to thank you for taking the time and check out this video. Without your views, Patreon support, Bandcamp sales, all these lanes of support, I probably would not have the motivation to share my music or do a talk video pretty much every single day, push my dreams forward, and I can't thank you enough for that motivation. Now when it comes down to the OPsix, it's a great machine. I love it. It can do amazing morphing sounds, which is by far my favorite aspect of the machine and the reason why I bought it. Create this kind of like digital madness. I just love it personally. But as I stated, there are some weak points and considerations, so let's go over that right now. To me, the first weak point out the gate is the controls, the sliders, the knobs. Yes, they feel decent, but they feel about the same level of the Mini-Log. At least that's in my opinion when it comes to quality of how they feel when you turn them. And when you compare it to something, let's say like the Digitact and how amazing those knobs feel and how great that screen feels, this definitely falls short of that experience. And I do feel there's a section of users who, when they put their hands on it, they're going to get a cheap feeling. It's good enough for me to use, but I definitely can see some people having that opinion. In my opinion, if Korg was going to keep the same price tag, I do wish they kind of gutted the keys and spent more on the knobs and sliders and invested a little bit more into a better screen and just leave the keys off the machine. When it comes down to the sound engine, most of it is very impressive and really intuitive. I would say the weakest part of the whole entire machine is by far the filters. I actually had a talk with two friends on this topic. They both brought up the aspect that analog filters are a lot better. If you're coming from an analog world and you start doing filter sweeps on this machine, it is not the same experience and you will be kind of disappointed in the results. But once you start using the filters with other modulations in this machine, I myself don't feel the filters really hinder it. Again, it's never going to have that crazy filter sweep ability that you get from an analog machine, but you get a lot of other different things that an analog will never be able to do. But it's something you should know entering this machine. And last but not least is other options within the market. In my opinion, with Korg going with the keyboard and increasing this up to the $699 range really puts it into a price tag competitive nature with some heavy hitting synths. Pure Ambient Drone actually brought up the topic that the Hydra synth, the desktop, is only $200 more than the Korg OPsix. And the build on that machine is much more of a quality as I was speaking of, and the sound engine is something that could very much appeal to a lot of people. So in my opinion, Korg has priced themselves really high in the market and put themselves against some really big hitters. The closer you get to things when it comes to like the Hydra synth, the price tag, you have to start competing with them. And I do feel Korg's options with the OPsix might have a few people gravitate towards the Hydra synth. Me, I'm 100% happy with the OPsix. I mean, I love it. I just kind of pointing out some options to you within the market that you might want to take, and some actual issues within the machine I feel are the weak points of the machine. But in my opinion, those are the top 3 things you should know about or consider before buying the Korg OPsix. I hope this video helps, and as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, and peace.